A lot of people in the tech community and the civic tech community seem to have something to learn from fishmongers in that people talk a lot about scaling. Sorry. CL, all the way from Taiwan, is here to talk about scaling civic tech community.
Hi, my name is CL. I'm from the future. Today I'm going to talk about scaling community, how we scale community, civic hacking community back in Taiwan. So, well, I'm an open source developer myself for 15 years. I got into civic hacking because I had a paragliding accident. Anyway, so we run a community called g0v. So government is g0v, so we replace the O with a 0 in it. Well, just like you have proper government website with open API and stuff. And the 0 also represents the digital natives, rethinking the government from 0 and showing what's possible. We've been around for about 2 years now, and then we're lucky to have more than 1,000 contributors now, working on more than 40 projects. And thank you. And it's a really good mix of people. About 40% of us are developers, 30% designers, and another 30% activists and even people from the government. So yeah, it's interesting, and then I'm gonna share about how we got there, and then what maybe you can do. And step one, open source. It's about talking to your existing open source community, because maybe the idea, the civic hacking stuff is just not in their radar. And once you get them angry, they're very productive. Because they are the people who can collaborate without central coordination, right? And they can, it's a fantastic level because they can build tools for people to work together. And secondly, still, open source. But it's about pushing the open source collaboration model beyond developers. For people who are designers, activists, writers, the open source model is not natural to them, but you can advocate that. So what we do is that this is someone not developer, but we encourage them to share the ideas in tangible ways, like mock-ups, right? And once you have that, people can discuss and improve based on that. We call it delimited dreaming, because someone can come over, turn that mock-up into real HTML mock-up, and later on, people can turn that into real website. So similar thing happened about for our logo. For the first version, it's on the left, it's really ugly, but open source released early, and then some developer, some designer came in and turned it into something really, really awesome. So here's the tip to grow your community: design really, really ugly logo first. And then you want to design how you interact with the people who are consuming the information you produce, right? So design something really pretty. And so this is our air pollution map, which is like really nice. And then in that case, it's like being quoted in mainstream media there, even in news. And so we kind of export information into mainstream media rather than asking them to do that for us. So another example is that we have a campaign finance digitization project. For campaign finance details, you have to go into the building there to print it out. So 1,000 NGOs mobilized people to go there, print it out, and then some developer turned to have a table recognition algorithm and then turn that into sales, right? So we recognize the table sales, turn it into individual images, and then guess what? We turned it into a CAPTCHA service. So first batch of the data is about 300,000 entries, was cleared by 10,000 people within 24 hours. And people say, oh, this is really comforting. I'm just saving my country by typing, right? And with that, we can do analysis even with the corporate ownership network information we have to cluster the interesting campaign finance stuff. So it's like turning them into contributors. So the way we work, we scale, is like pretty much how the internet was built today. So we have a rough consensus about open government, but more importantly, we have running code for people to work on, to improve, and then to collaborate. So I would like to invite you to g0v Summit in November in Taiwan. just planning to have a small party, and then turned out to be like speakers from 8 countries, and there's gonna be 600 people on conference. And registration is just November. And check out the event on summit.g0v.tw. Thank you very much.